Hello, everybody! Welcome to the second of my Miitopia character creation streams. I am Broseph, the Space Crusader Vtuber Guy, and we're gonna do more Mii creation. How do you guys feel about this? We got, I see a couple people in chat right now. Hello, Rick! How you doing? Hello very much. Welcome to the stream. If you recall last time, we made a good chunk. I made a couple extra off-stream, not of people I know. I made the cave story main characters, because I'm like, you know what? I feel like making the cave story main characters. So there's Curly Brace and Quote from Cave Story. Also, my mod Liz, because like she was on the list, but she's also just got the basic me, so I did that. Wow, yes. Alright, so I guess now would be as good a time as any to introduce you to our next subject. This is Saren. This is Saren Destrin. And he is next on my list. He's got a lot of negative space up there covering the screen. Hold on, I'm going to actually crop this a little bit. I should have prepared this more, but you know what? A little bit of scuff adds character. Edit, transform. We're gonna crop the top. Let's see. Let's go 200. Okay. 3 4 5. Nope. There, that's better. Bam. There's Saren. I'm going to pull up a better picture for my reference. On a different thing. Saren has a very kind of straightforward design, it seems. He's like simple, you know? I'm not going to say like plain per se, but like, you know, there's not as much like complicated detail as other people like to have going on. Which is a good, just like, starter warm-up for today. Add me characters, and we're going to create from scratch. Come on. Nope. I want to make my... Why is my reference not getting smaller? Here, you'll go there. I can make you peek out the bottom. Hold on. Or I'll just make my window smaller. Hold on. No, I don't want to flip to the next one. Yeah. Alright. So face-wise, you've got a fairly... This is like fairly close to what you've got going on face-wise there, Saren. In terms of its general shape. You do have... I think I'm going to want to put some detail into the eyes. So while I could find something that's a close enough approximation, given the relative simplicity of your facial composition, I think I shall opt to make your eyes, you know, complex and recognizable. To kind of to compensate, I guess. Nose-wise, this should be fine. I just need to make it a little more anime small and less noticeable. You're also, I think, a little paler and a little pinker than this skin tone here, but we'll take care of that when we put foundation on you. Eyebrows, you've got very thin eyebrows. But they do seem to be kind of that wide. That's about right, I think. Color-wise. Color, we need that lovely, like, wine red. Similarly, you've got... We're going to probably put you in the wig chair also. But we want long and straight. Long and straight. Where's the longest, straightest hair we got? This? Not quite. I want more movement in the front than that. Like maybe a that. Or That might be closer to what he's got going on. Let's see. You know what? It might be this. We'll do this for now. We'll do that for now. And this. Oh, you're also blue. Also the hair. Hold on, the hair. Papa color that needs to be that lovely red. Maybe no. That's about what we got. And then for your favorite color, let's go blue. That should be approximately correct. We just now need to give your eyeballs that detail. And so this will be SERA and DE. That's not going to be enough. That's too many letters for your last name, buddy. So we'll just go with Saren. And now we go into greater detail, applying some makeup. Let me move my reference and zoom it in so I can see his eye a little better. Da-da-da-da. Just watching Beat Hero 6. That's a good movie. How you doing, Jay? We are currently working on the Me of Saren Destrin. Alright. Now, otherwise, let's go foundation color. Gonna want something. Let's take maybe this. Just take the pink and then go lighter. That seems a little pale and... That's a good sunburnt pink. Okay, here, and then about like that, maybe? Thereabouts. Similarly, we're gonna have to do the same thing with the nose. Where we go from lobster pink to a much kind of paler. For tomorrow, you shall be going to the hospital in the morning? Oh, what for? Was it the thing you mentioned the other day that I'm currently blanking on? There was something you mentioned medically that I seem to have blanked on. So now, eye-wise, apply some makeup. Let's give you... how do I best go about this? The one reference you gave me, Saren, was a little... didn't show much eye detail, so I'm going to kind of zoom in and extrapolate. Your inflammation. Ah, yes. Well, I hope that works out for you, because it sounds like it sucks. Go a little bigger with the eyes. Like this. All over your just kind of abdominal regions. Gotcha. Let's add some eyelashes. I don't see what you've got quite for lashes, but there is a little bit of it. Let's see, your other eye. It's more just a curve. So we'll do this. Da-da-da-da. Lower back and hips. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Rotating you a good 180. Bam. Adjust the size. Make them longer than they are tall. A mystical solution? If you're looking for a mystical solution, you go to the witch doctor, buddy. Okay, there's that. Saren's got, again, very, very simple in his core design, which can be nice. Let's see. What if I do something with these pupils and add kind of a semicircle? A little worried since she was supposed to go in January. Suddenly got called in. Yeah, that would be concerning, wouldn't it? Maybe just go with this. Edit. We'll change your color to be this very lovely light blue. Yeah. Adjust the size. Okay. Okay. I was hoping that fix a specific issue. Yeah, I don't know. And you're not going to want to need these. Yeah. So here, let's find a circle with this fade. Perfect. Edit this so it's the darker blue. Now we just change the size so it better fits into that. How best? So a lot of anime characters, eh? Kinda, yeah. That's kind of how VTubers are, you know? VTubers do be like that. Adjust the size. Oh, I've essentially just tripled the opacity. Okay, that works. Actually, I might delete one of them. And then we add a pupil in there. Which what we need for pupil is just black. Edit, we're gonna just change the size to be smaller. Yeah, maybe just a little smaller. Not all of them are like that. I'm not made with an anime style. No. It's just a good majority of them are, you know? It's a very common trope. In fact, non-anime inspired VTubers are a kind of a minority, and I think they're cool every time I see them. Not because I'm against anime, but rather because I think there is value in the non-anime, and so let's move, edit one side, the right side. Get the light shining in the same direction there. And then I think that's about it for Saren's face. Again, like I said, very simple. The market is not going to say oversaturated, but it is definitely at the very least saturated. You know? Oversaturated implies way too much, which, like, I don't think it's oversaturated. It's actually a very small market, come to think of it. So, like, to oversaturate a market that small is really difficult. All right, let's give you some hair. The bangs here need to be very swoopy. That's close. That's also close. That's too swoopy. Not quite. We don't want the bald spot on one side. I think that's about right, I guess. That's just about right. So the back, Sarah's just kind of got long hair. It's long and straight, right? Just kind of long, straight, maybe a little twisty, but I mean, even you leaned into the trope. I did. Hold on. I've seen any VTubers aren't pulled straight from an anime. Which anime did I pull myself straight from? Frank, I do not know to what you refer. Let's see. Perhaps not quite. Long and straight is how we're doing this, I guess. You know what? That's pretty much. You look like you could be from an anime. I mean, yeah, I suppose, but like it's a helmet that we're gonna draw. There's only so many ways to draw a helmet, you know. Wait, hold on. Do you have an ahoge? No, you do not. You've got a very. You do not have any hair sticking up. Let's get hair tip. Now this is a little too all one note. I'm gonna actually take this and darken the tips a bit. And you know what? I'm gonna darken the top a bit too. That's what I've got to work with. So, welcome to the whole thing, Saren. I guess, yeah. No, I'm gonna real quick, maybe. I love up one, nose, up one. How does that look all put together? Is the mouth, that mouth seems a little too high up there. No? That might actually be ever so slightly better. The you're unique, yeah, but the rendering is very anime, like the black outlines. I mean, that's most hand-drawn like art styles, though. Like having black outlines isn't unique to anime. I could also go comic book style, you know. Maybe I could have leaned a little heavier into that kind of shading, I suppose. But anyway, I was going to Where are you at, buddy? Let me see. Done. Okay. Shout out Saren VT. Right? Hopefully that goes. Yeah, there he is. There we go. That's Saren for you. Next up, bam, we are doing Pixel. Here we have Pixel. Pixel's next on the chopping block. Once again, another very straightforward kind of design. You know? Nothing really complicated going on here. Followed? Awesome. Awesome. Bop. So now, add me characters. Wow, sick colors. Yeah, they really pop. Very neon, you know? Very hi-fi rush. Yeah. Never played that game, but I kind of would like to at some point. It looks very good. So you similarly have one of those little pointy chins. Your mouth here kind of has that little cat lip thing going on. Just, yeah, like that. Desperately need to play that game. You have a little more definition in your nose than the average. Just ever so slightly more definition in that nose, which a little diversity there is really nice. Once again, since everything else is rather simple, I'm going to do the eyes more or less from scratch in the makeup, because it'll help you really pop. Da-da-da-da. Heard that it was on Game Pass, but I need to borrow your dad's account. A little further apart, it seems. Eyebrows, you want very thin ones. Like about that. And the color is gonna be this kind of let's see, is that it? That looks, which one is it? I think it's that one. Hairstyle, it's a little messy, a little fooshy, but long in the back. You've got a little fooshy, but long in the back. So, like, not quite mullet, but I want to call it mullet. What can I say, Machine Skate? Hey, no judgment here for that. This is actually pretty close. Let's just flip. There we go. And then this can be the same blue. And now glasses. You've got the rims on the bottom aren't there. Perfect. So I can just add your lenses in the mask. Was that what your shirt color was? It was. Well, it's more of, it's not quite pink. It's almost more purple. It's a very vibrant. Remember that hair partially covers his left eye? I'll do what I can about that. That's like in the perfect spot between pink and purple where I can't tell the difference. Hello, Face Melter. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. This is our second me of the day, and his name is Pixel. Today we're doing Pixel. All right. So now, also, Face Melter, off stream, I did curly brace. Off stream, I did quote, and I also did Liz because she was on the list, but also was just kind of her me, so it wasn't gonna be the most interesting. But yeah, oh, and also here is Saren. This is Saren Destrin, and he was easy. Yep, I got Liz on there. Figured it wouldn't be the best content, but figured I'd still do it anyway. Having a cold. It sucks. Alright, makeup time. First off, you are a very pale fellow. We're gonna get your foundation. And you know what? That's pretty much it. Bam. That's, you're pale. You're as pale as a sheet. Alright. First off, eyeballs. Da-da-da-da. What would you do with $1 million, let's say, dollars? Student loans, probably. among other things. Da, 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 dun, dun, da. What would be... Do I just kind of do that basic eye shape here? I guess I can. Change the color to white. Give me winning jackpot numbers for this Friday and half your problems are solved. Let's actually adjust and make it a little thinner here. You've kind of got a thinner. Rotate them slightly inward? Yeah. Rotated slightly inwards, about perfect. Now, next thing we're going to want, I think we'll do pretty much the same thing we did with Saren. Change the color. And what color would you say that is? That's actually pretty close. In and down. Okay, nice. Buy a house and would not live there and get passive income from... sure. Get some, get either or you could do like an Airbnb type thing if you get a good spot for it. Okay, edit, you adjust the size. I'm going to change your color so you're more of a dark purple. Saturate it, but bring down the brightness. And then copy you once. Actually, let's... No, hold on. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Technically, it's tax beneficial if you buy half the house, loan the other half. Oh, for sure. And that's like 4 apartments. I am not a financial advisor. I can't weigh in on that. I don't know. Maybe I should like look into investments and stuff. That would be probably a good thing for me. Alright, so now one more thing. Let's add... Let's add a little shine. They don't have like a perfect semicircle rounded, do they? Edit this guy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to delete that instead. Both sides. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to take a semicircle. I wish I could zoom in on this. I wish this game let me zoom in to make fine adjustments. It's just a dream that I could make money because you happen to own apartments. That'd be neat. Edit, rotate, boom. Change color. This is very light pink. Adjust the size. Make them a little flatter. Adjust the size more. Take down one more. Okay. And then apply the pupil. Adjust your size. Move you. That's about correct there. Oh, he's got very small pupils. Hold on. Relative to the rest of his eyes. Like that. Okay, and now we'll do the outside eyelash thing. He's got some lower lash thing going on. Hello, Jarvis! Yes, season 0.2. That is what we're doing. Again, I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. I cannot weigh in on such things. Edit that fella. Let's flip you guys and adjust the size. We want them skinny and long. Not that skinny. Rotate. That seems pretty close. And now we just give him a little under eye line. Which could be accomplished with this. Adjust the size. Flat. Maybe a little longer. And then move you down. Less long, more flat. Okay. I'm audio only? What? Oh, sorry about that. You can't watch. My bad, Jarvis. Hopefully you enjoy listening to me narrate my my process of moving a flattened semicircle down one tick in order to make Pixel's eyeballs a little lower. All right, and now there's one more thing I'm going to do here. I'm going to add a mask, and I'm going to add lenses to those glasses. No, not the... Oh, glasses. Hold on, apply makeup. Oh! Wait, you could do this the whole time? I might have to go back and revise, Grave. I might have to go back and revise Grave's goggles. Because I didn't realize you could do this. Now, where is... Edit this. Rotate it. Like that. Change the color so that it's white. Adjust the size. Nope. Move it in. Can I change the layering? I'll put the glasses over top of that. And then... okay. Edit. Adjust the size a little bigger. And now change the color so that it's more transparent. Oh, that's beautiful. That's great, actually. Stickers goes under the eyes and mouth. Masks everything. I see. I didn't realize It must only show up when you've got glasses on your dude. Also, if I edit the me and change the... Can I change the glasses color? Kind of make it kind of a gray. Done. A little bit better, I suppose. They're great for making visors, so it seems. Which, maybe I should have done that in my visor, but I also wanted it to express, so, But there we go. That... Oh, hold on. I was going to do a little lower lip. What I was going to do his lower lip also. Makeup, we're going to do a little shadow under your lower lip, because it's one of the few details you've really got here. Do. Edit. Make you really... Delete the lipstick. That's about as close. That's close. I'm gonna change the color, obviously, because it's not a lipstick, it's a lip shadow. Actually, first we're gonna change the color to just off-white. Yeah, okay. Adjust the size. A little smaller. Perfection. Perfection. Express Adam, and I did actually. I put on previous dudes. I put the their ears on their eyebrow section. Actually, I was about to say, "Hey, look, Jarvis, I'll show you what I did previously." But then I'm like, "Oh, you're audio only, right?" Next up, give you the wig that is something that's very... You've got kind of that... Ooh, that's pretty close to kind of what you got. That might be the closest we have. Now the back, you've got kind of long in the back, but tapered. Can I get... That ain't it, Chief. Duh. That's no accessories. You've got... That's a ponytail. I don't want that. I want long in the back is the thing. It's not quite long enough in the back. You did well? Well, thank you. Actually, that might be as close as we... It's short in the front, but just long in the back is the thing. That's not... No. And it's not a ponytail either, I don't think. It doesn't look like. This might be as close as we get to it. Let's get that, like, really bright. I think a couple ticks lighter than that. Hair tip. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets you the right amount of forehead for him underneath the bangs there. And there isn't really anything that does that, anything else that does quite that forehead peak thing there. That's not it. Yeah, I think this is as close as we get with this. Ooh. Or that. Actually, that's closer. That is, like, shockingly a lot closer. I like how close that is. The other one was, yeah, this gives you the peak with the little hair vents. But, like, and kind of covering the eye. Yeah. Eyebrows match the hair. Pretty close. They do, don't they? I can alter. It's close enough. The one thing is, I don't get that shape of, like... I don't know how else to say it, but that mullet shape he's kind of got. Where it's long, but... No, that's a ponytail. I don't think Pixel has it in a ponytail. That's too straight all the way down. That is... I don't know who wears it like that. No accessory. That's Twin Tails. That's Miku. That's not right either. I guess we're just gonna go with this because it's as close as we get. Unless... Is that what I gave Saren? Because that might be a better Saren. Better than that. On your spare time, did you check the code? No, I'm sorry, Jarvis. I've been not doing that. I appreciate that you dropped it there, but I just haven't. Just real quick, wig-wise, you would almost have a better time here, wouldn't you? Yeah. But anyway, I think this is as close as I can get. I kind of want that short in the front, long in the back look for him, but really not a lot different I can do here. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I couldn't give you my reaction to them. I will have to look some other time. I guess this is Pixel. This is Where is your Twitch so that I can shout you out, buddy? Oh, here you are. Let's get Pixel. Okay. Shout out Pixel. Come on. Okay. Pixels Bible Byte. Right? That's the whole thing? Pixels Bible Bytes. Yes. Boom. Shout out to Pixels Bible Bytes. That's the guy we just made. And I think I did a pretty good job. Next up on the chopping block comes in. You should congratulate him for being one of the few you couldn't do properly. Well, the hair made it difficult. I even managed cat with a mustache. I'm proud of what I did with Contron. I'm actually really proud of what I did with Contron. Next up, why did I close that folder? Give me my folder full of references. Next up, we've got... Come on. KJ, come on. There we go. Why did I put you on twice? KJ Styles. Very, very racing themed, it seems. This is what we're working with. So it seems like more of the detail is elsewhere in his model. That's going to be hard. Here, let me just... I'm gonna real quick. Done. Bop. Let's cut off some of the excess on the top. Let's say what, 50? Not 500. 100. No 200. 150. Bam. And then let's go from the right. 200. Alright. 300. Let's do that. Bam. You made a Gmod error as the Dark Lord? That's kind of funny. Jabals, hello! I made Martha Stewart the Dark Lord and Professor Oak the Great Sage. That's funny. Alright, what are we making the Dark Lord? I think the Dark Lord is... Let's see. The Dark Lord is not the next person I'm working on, but the person after. The plan is, Jabals, actually. The plan is I'm making a bunch of my fellow VTuber dudes in the Christian streaming space as the Miis on my adventure. Cotton Candy, hello! Made a horror character AI villain, the Dark Lord. See, the one time I started playing this with friends, I made we made Kermit the Frog the Dark Lord. I might need to look closer at KJ's profile for a better picture of him, because, or at least a higher resolution picture. Because I would like your pre-debut. You don't have a lot of information on your model. That's actually a better picture of your eyes, though, on your banner there, buddy. All right. Original playthrough was Joe Biden, the Great Sage, and Tingle from Zelda as the Dark Lord. Now you, sir, have a flat chin, it seems. Not quite that. We'll go with that. Now, nose-wise, you've got a nice, like, side-pointy nose. What kind of has that profile where it's slightly upturned? Not that. That's not quite it. This... the whole team was just me and everyone else with the exact same me. Wait, everyone else was the exact same me? You had NPC me's? Hello Stardust Storm, how you doing? Only difference between them was makeup. Ah, gotcha. This is not the best reference picture I've had to work with, but we're working with it. Maybe we'll do him as another one of those? You're not this. You certainly aren't that. That's not it either. We'll go with this. We'll go with this. It's slightly more angular than the other folks I've worked with. Also, you've got a mouth. You've got a smile on that little face. Kind of one of these, but maybe a little thinner. Yeah, something like that. There is a little bit of space between your nose and your mouth there, Bop. Maybe something more like that. The eyes, once again, I think I'm just going to do the thing where I do beady little eyes and then paint over them. The Miis with the same face are hard to tell if the quiz happens. Oh, you're right. There's like the quiz master who'll be like, oh, who is this? I have not played very much of this game, honestly. I played through like a bit of it with some of my friends once. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to delete our save game because we couldn't get together to finish it, you know. And I'm like, I'll just milk it for content. I will use it to ask people to, you know, submit themselves for my approval. What would you say his primary color is? Do I put him in black? Do I put him in black? Or do I think black's kind of his overall color there. Da-da-da-da. You mentioned the similarities. Ah, gotcha. But yeah, no, I haven't done that one. Oh yeah, you were talking too well. Sorry. I'm trying to also do this. And let's see. Da 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 da. K J Styles. Bop, bop. In a hindrance that quiz, your Miis will not have makeup. Really? Interesting. Well, I'll look forward to that, I guess. Sometimes they're really funny to look at without makeup. That and wigs. Ah, I see. Also, these are all the people I've made so far. These were the people I made in my previous stream. And then, in between streams, I made Curly Brace and Quote because I like Cave Story. And now this stream, I made Saren, Destrin, I made Pixel Bible Bites, and I'm making KJ Styles now. We're moving on to makeup. Silhouette shenanigans, that's when you're gonna need a wig? I see. Now let's take a look at, you've got your eyes there, they're kind of a dark blue, and they're very similar to the other kind of straightforward anime eyes I've done. But you've kind of got a more angular and square design to you. So let's kind of make your eyes similarly kind of square and angular. Like this, maybe? Maybe we do this. Edit this. Before and after makeup. Totally unrecognizable? Yeah, some of them can be kind of funny. So let's change your color to white. Adjust the size. Make you wide. Rotate ever so slightly. Like that, maybe? Like that, maybe. I'm working with what I have to work with. Now you've got those thick eyelashes on your profile Twitter banner. Not quite that. Let's do this. Which way is it? Edit. Rotate you so you're like this. Adjust your size to be a little thinner, a little wider. Okay. That'll be there. Now for your upper lid, let's add one of these. This fella. We're gonna rotate you a good 180. I guess that is one thing about VTubers being generally very anime aesthetic. It means I can employ a lot of the same, like, techniques when I'm making the various people. You know? It makes it so I can just kind of recycle techniques pretty shamelessly. Unless you got the dotty eyes. I do appreciate when people do their own thing. Adjust the size. Rotate. Let's move you kind of this. Oh, actually, we should probably rotate the other direction. And then make you longer and thinner. Like this, maybe? Like that-ish. For me, I prefer to stylize the eyes, make me feel like they're alive. The eyes being stylized is good. But I'm trying to be accurate to these people's vision of themselves. Because, like, I wanna do them justice because they submitted themselves to my my artistic hand in good faith, and I don't want to. That's like a dark blue, or is that a purple? Simple faces give a bunch of people's interpretation as well as draw complex. Yeah, it kind of does. Change the color. Let's see. What is your da. Okay, you're... My goodness. Not a lot of good shots of your eyes there, KJ. Not a lot of good shots of your eyes. I am going to work with what I'm given. Da-da-da-da. So let's do this. Let's add now the semicircle. Let's make you about the right size. Move you out, then up. And then change you to a darker blue. That's about right. This me is anime characters. That's unfortunately what fortunately, whatever. But that's what I've got mostly to work with, given how I'm doing. I've pulled other VTubers to make stuff from. So let's edit your lower eye. Adjust the color. Currently looking up metadata from music files. There's so many songs that disappear in movie soundtracks. What for precisely? What for precisely? It looks like you've got pupils that are a lighter blue. Actually, edit this. Let's make this kind of a shocking bright blue. Adjust the size, a little thinner. Like this. There we go. Now you've also got kind of the underlip thing. Like Saturday Night Fever, haven't seen that movie, just know the song. By the Saturday Night Fever song, you mean... Why am I blanking on... No, that's Footloose. Why am I... that's Footloose. Well, I was thinking of the song Footloose, and I'm like, oh, you mean the one with Footloose? No, that's Footloose. Let's also give you the same mouth thing. Change color. Let's give you... Move you down. Adjust the size a bit. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's another movie. Only song with no album. It's another movie-only song with no album. Oh, sure. Lots of people I've seen working with some handy friends of mine were based on Wattpad stories, similar game. Hold on. The hardest part. Okay. Lots of people I've been working on with some handy friends. Probably similar to a story from a certain game. Okay, interesting. We had to plan about how the color and element is related. Okay. Okay, we're gonna change the color of this guy to be a little closer to his skin color. Details. Desaturate it slightly. Yeah. That might be about right. Now I just gotta give him his wig. Give me a moment. Bam. Okay. Now, you're talking about your Wattpad stuff. Cool. You get big, spiky, messy hair. Not quite that. Not you. I want this. That. Maybe that. And in terms of the back, actually, you gave me a good look at the back. You've got the sideburns there. The back of the hair is just kind of messy but short. Kind of just messy but short. Lava being swordsman, she's sure. So you're basing characters on the on various elements. Back. It looks like this may be it. That might be it. And then change the color to be a darker brown. Give it a little variety in there. And then I think that might be it. And that might be KJ. Hold on. Let's edit the me. I realize in your Twitch handle, the K and the J are separate. KJ Styles. Done. All right. I think that's our KJ. So, let me over here / shout out KJ Styles 8311. Bam. There's the guy. There's who we made. We're making good progress. I've done how many? 3 in an hour? I've done 3 in an hour. All dudes with like fairly simple designs, which is fairly straightforward. And immediately we're gonna be slapped with something a little more in depth. Say hello to Okamira. This is Okamira. She is the next friend on our list. And she has a lot more kind of stuff going on, which will be fun to work with. Let me just adjust the size of her little PNG here. Edit, transform. Okay, so that side. Like that. And then from off the top, let's take about. Here we've got another person with animal ears. So that'll be fun. Gonna put you down here as a reference. All right. So, bop, bop. Let's add a me character, create from scratch. We're gonna start from scratch. Female this time. You have a very, like, short round face. You've got little... was I given more than one image for her? And that was just the one I downloaded. Oh yeah, the other was a chibi model. That one has stars in her eyes. Oh, they both have like stars in her eyes. Okay, that's a lot of detail. All right, Oka Mira. I wonder if she goes by Oka or Mira. I'll just continue to call her by her full name because that seems easier to manage than calling her the wrong one. So that, mouth-wise, you've got kind of just a... I'm probably going to add a little bit of lip below. So do that. Nose-wise, you're going to have the very tiny, nigh indiscernible little anime chibi nose. Eyeball-wise, we got to start entirely from scratch with you. You have very in-depth, complicated eyes, which is delightful. A lot of detail, a lot of expression in there. Eyebrow-wise, you've got thin and short, like this. I'm gonna rotate you up. Give you that. She's also got elf ears, which I don't think I'm gonna put in the actual design, unfortunately. Oh, eyebrow color. You've got pink eyebrows. Your eyebrows are pink. All right, and then hair-wise, just you've got pink hair that transitions into blue at the tip, it seems. So let's... Also, you've got a lot of stuff going on with that hair. It's both... You've got twin tails, but, like, more long down the back. I'm going to just put it up in tails here because that is easier to work around. And then color-wise, you're white. Give you white. Bam. Da 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 da. O-K-A-M-I-R-A. Okamira, right? I got that correct. Da 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 da. Yep, cool. And now, on to the makeup section. Nope, not Saren. Hold on. Mira. Well, makeup. For starters, let's give you a slightly paler foundation. 1, 2. Actually, let's go like this pink, but lighter. Nah, not quite. This. No, that's too dark. That's about enough. Nose time. There we go. Actually, that mouth has got to come up a tick. Da-da-da-da. There. Da-da-da. Okay, nope. Bacon. Sorry, I kept getting distracted by stuff on my phone. Kids these days. Alright. So for starters, let's get your little fangs. Shall we? Let's get your little fangs. Lipstick. Let's apply some makeup. Let's do this. Edit the color to be more of a pink. And then or I want the shine be better. Let's delete that and edit this to be okay. Next up, we need to add a little triangle. Should be perfect. A little triangle should be perfect. We make it small, rotate it like this. Okay, we'll do that. We're gonna do another one, make it white, and then make it a little smaller. Adjust the size. Perfect. Now, this one moves to the other side of the lip. And this one moves to the other side of the lip. There's her little cat fangs. Let's go. Next up, let's give her the little blushies. Edit this. Let's move them down about where they are on here. Okay, and then we'll also add another. Oh, we need to instead. I'll just add the nose blush as a sticker. Edit the color so it's kind of a red like the others, or more like a pink. That's actually better. Adjust the size. We'll squish it, not that way. We'll squish it this way. And move it down over her nose. Adjust the size, just a tidge. Change the color to make it more transparent. And that's about right. I think that the blush could be rotated inward. Just one tick is perfect. A little further apart. And now we'll get to work on those very large. I'm going to set them wider apart. let's set the eyes wider apart. That gives me, I think also the eyebrows could use to come apart and up one. Because I want plenty of room for your large and detailed eyeballs. Eyes. Let's see, how do we best approximate this shape? I think I might do a combination of a couple of things. Okay, I'm going to start with this. These eggs are going to be your inside eyeball, like inside corners. Make them nice and big. Nice and big. Next stop, we're going to apply this. You're going to be edit this guy, rotate you like this, and move. Adjust the size a little larger. Change the color to be a white. Bam. You can use to be move you up. Okay, apply a new thing, which is going to be this. You're going to edit this to be larger, rotated, up a little bit. Rotate, maybe not. Okay, and you're gonna be white. Bam. The top of her eye's a little lumpy, but fret not for the eyelashes, which are thick on the top. Real thick eyelashes will cover most of that. Adjust the size. Just the size. That is as wide as they get. So, there we go. I think I will continue to thicken, but also just to check, those are dark blue, it seems. Yes? Or are they purple? Hold on. Let's take your eyeball and place that, into here. And then grab a bop. What color is that? Let's edit the color. Okay, it's kind of in between. It's kind of violet-y. Alright. So, edit you and change your color. Kind of that. saturate all the way up. Let's try that. That seems about right. But it's going to be difficult to match that, which is going to be sucky because I need to match it a couple of times. I want to round out and thicken the inner part of your eyelashes there. With, how about this? This we can rotate. It'll be thick and round. Move that in. Yeah. Change your color to be about this. Max saturation. Hopefully that is about where it was. I'm not like... I am slightly colorblind. There. Ba-da-ba-ba. I should do another Wind Waker rando. I would love to do that at some point. I think that would be very neat to do. Not immediately. I've got... This is going to offer me plenty of content, frankly. So now let's... But yes, another Wind Waker rando would be very fun. Okay, so let's apply a new round. Okay, this is going to go on the bottom here. This is almost perfectly what she has on the bottom of her eyeballs there. Adjust the size. Flatten it a little more. Rotate it inward ever so slightly. Da-da-da-da. I can also help you with the setup this time because you're familiar with it. You have the perfect emotes for it. Let's see. Skill issues rain, super swimming, and Ganon GG. Alright, so you were like middle of that, all the way saturated, and about there-ish in darkness. A little darker. Ooh, she's also got that blue to pink gradient in her actual eyeball. I'll bear that in mind. Okay, one more makeup thing is going to be the little wings headed up the other way on her eye. Now, how exactly... Okay, let's do the... No. Let's delete that. Delete both. Edit. No. Apply. Okay, I've got a plan for this. We're gonna adjust your size. Okay, gonna rotate you. Get rotated. Keep rotating ya. So that you go like, Let's adjust the size a little more. Flatten ya. Perfect. Well, not quite perfect. A little flatter. And then we change your color. No pupils? The pupils will come later. There's a lot that's gonna have to go into the pupils. So cut me a break and let me cook. Trust the process. This is a trust the process, let me cook kind of stream. This isn't quite the right color, is it? Okay, zooming. Nope. Come on. Okay. Okay. I think we work with that for now. Now for the pupils that you so desperately crave there, Jarvis. I'm aware you're messing with you, and I was messing right back. I was messing right back. Alright. Now. Apply. I crave pupils? You seemed interested in them. How many faces deep is the chat? Well, we're not done with Okamira. That she's gonna stare blankly, but we did 3 this stream, and we did several last stream, and I did a couple between streams. I think these are the ones I made last week. This is Klarnak. This is Junie. This is Contron. This is Netherax. It's Luce. Yes, I also made Luce. Glad you appreciate Luce, Father Evan. I made her before stream. Here's Celeste. William's JoJo character. Grave. Great job with the eyes. Well, thank you. The eyes are like a very important thing because they have the shell in them, right? You gotta have the shell in them. And also, the eyes of Mira are, or Oka, I'm not sure what she prefers to go by, Okamira. These are going to be important, so let's get right into the eyes. First off, we need to adjust the size, make them large, a little taller than they are wide. And as large as possible is helpful because she's got a lot of little details here. Alright, so color-wise, let's try change color. Let's get the pink on the bottom. Which pink exactly? Alright, so next, you know what? I might actually instead, I'm gonna delete those eyes. We're just gonna do a bunch of layers. So apply, not that one, just circles. We're just gonna do circles. Edit you to be larger inward and upward. Adjust the size. A little thicker, I think. Make it one tick bigger. Now, this is going to be that kind of off, that very dark purpley blue, so that it's her outline of her eyeball. Like that. Now we're going to go one layer in. Change the color to be her little cloudy pink. Adjust the size. Make you several ticks smaller. That's... do that. Next up, we're going to be applying a gradient. Edit you, move you up, adjust your size so you're taller, a tick or two skinnier, but taller again. Not quite, too much taller. We'll thicken you out. Adjust the size once more. There we go. Change your color to be, what's your blue precisely? Is it that? What exactly does your... Okay. Come on, Mira. Okamira. Okay. Let's now do that. Delete a couple layers. Adjust the size. Well, I want these to overlap just about perfectly. Okay. That's pretty close. I want to say that's pretty close. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So now I gotta do the little flowers in her eyes. Because Mira here has flower shapes in her eyes. I could just do this. That'll make it actually easier. Her little flower pupils. But these have got to be that dark blue, purple thing. Okay. We want 2 more of these. This one, adjust the size. We're going to make you smaller. We're going to change your color. You're going to be that blue. Okay, we're going to change the layering now. This one's going to come up. adjust the size of that. Make you really small. And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna move you. Let's see. Both your eyes. Do both your eyes have? Yes, and they're on the same side even. We're gonna rotate. You know what? Edit one side. We're gonna change color. A darker pink. Adjust size to be. Change your color to a lighter pink. Kind of give that. Okay. So now we're gonna edit just one side. Let's edit the right side. Hold on. Larger of the two. One side, the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Edit one side, the right side, rotate. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now this one tick up. This side we're gonna rotate you. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna move you. And this one we're gonna move over here. Adjust size. One. No, not size. Rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Tight details. A lot going on with the eyeballs there. But I think that's about right. Maybe the non-outline pink should be a little lighter. Change the color. Change color. Like that. In which case, does that make her bottom part of her eye... Change color. Let's do you as like a lighter purple. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's got the little ring around her eyes. Hold on. Dun dun dun. We're gonna apply. Also, she's got shine in her eyes. Let's do this. I'm gonna zoom in. Edit this guy. Make you really thin like this. Okay. Maybe it would be better to delete that and try something a little different. Try a slightly different approach. Try a slightly different approach. Hello, Vol Audacity, you haveth returneth. How are things going? It is going rather well, Vol. How are you doing? Bring around the eyeball pocket puddle posies? Not quite. But yeah, we're working on the next batch of MeTuber friends. Let's edit this guy. Well, for one thing, your color, you're gonna be that same purple, blue, dark color. Adjust the size. Be taller than you are wide. Oh, the top of your eye has, like... Hold on. You are going to get layered lower. Eyes change layering. Below all of that. Doing good. Got some food left from the hot pot. You need to finish. It's quite yummy. Ooh, lovely. Now I need one more. Eyes. I'm currently... Here, I'll show you who I'm working on so far. Oh, nope. Come on. Me characters. In the between times, I made Curly Brace and quote from Cave Story. Because I wanted to make them, and I thought it'd be easy and fun, and I did. Liz, one of my mods. We've got Serendestrin. We've got Pixel Bible Bites. KJ Styles. And now I'm working on Okamira, who you see in the bottom, is going to be... She's very detailed. Gonna take me a while. The three guys before her had the courtesy of being... Nah, I'm not gonna... Maybe did me the courtesy of being simple, relatively speaking. 1, 2, 3. Let's move you down 1, 2. 1, 2. Is KJ Styles a content creator, or is it just a wrestling joke? He's a content creator who responded to my call. Whether or not his persona and name is a wrestling joke, I don't know. I don't know enough about wrestling to really say one way or the other. I just know he was a fella who answered my call, and I obliged. There's a wrestler known as AJ Styles. It's too close to be a coincidence. You know what? That makes sense. It probably isn't, if that's the case. Let's rotate you. No, not size overall, just... rotate. Let's see, let's take a pic. I'm gonna peek at my thing. No, we don't rotate at all. Then we change the color to once again be this dark between blue and purple thing. Okay, as detailed as those eyeballs are, I'm actually pretty proud of how they turned out. Eyeballs, let's actually adjust something real quick. That's almost about right. Okay, next stop. She's got little cat ears with piercings and bows in them. Wowee. Okay. And they also have a gradient from pink to blue. Come here. Okay. Hello, Face Melter. Welcome back. The rest are oh yeah, Father Evan mentioned being banned like the other day in our in my DK64 stream. How you doing? It seems you're unbanned. Good to see. You love to see it. All right. She's got fluffy ears. She got some fluff ears. But they also have a gradient to them. She's also got little pom-pom fuzz balls of her inside ear fuzzes. Twitch is just like, let's ban the priest. Yeah. Twitch be funny sometimes, don't it? Let's see. Those are fluffy. Edit. Let's change the color of these to be this pink. We'll rotate. Getting that gradient is going to be tricky. I might just change this color here to be closer to the blue. Like that. Like, character design wise, I really kind of like that gradient. It's just going to be difficult to work with as the guy making a Miitopia. Okay, let's actually give you eyebrows. Apply. Here we go. Give you. Where are you? We'll do this. Okay, we edit you to make you large. Rotate you. Actually, rotated slightly out's about right. Move you up. So you're taller and larger. Not a little thinner. And that's as far up as you go. Okay. Now we change the layering so that the floof is on the outside. Now we will edit the floof. Rotate. Get you a little longer. Now adjust the size of you to be shorter but thicker. And move you downer. Just size change the color to be this pink. And we've got a gradient. Now, just for this, let's change the color to be something closer to the blue we're using. Change the layering. We're gonna put this under. Now let's get the fuzzball in there. Get her fuzz, her floof. Good old heckin' ear floof in there. Okay. Back to your eyebrows. Let's apply. I like using this for the ear floof. Change the color to white. Then we rotate like this. Move you up and here. Make you thick. And then rotate. Like this. You can get something semi-circular with the ear floof. Yeah, that's actually some pretty good ear floof there. And now we can get for the outside the poofs. No, not cool. Hold on. Da-da-da-da. Eyebrows. Hold on. Inspire Ganondorf versus Goku. What's the Reddit meme about then? Do I want to know? Rotate all the way this away. Rotate. I can't move that any further up. So you just gotta make you larger. Oh, it's the meme you posted on Discord. Well, I haven't checked that. Hold on. It'll probably be, won't be until after stream when I check it either. This guy, we're gonna change the layering so you are on the outermost. Edit, rotate, flip, oh, like this. Adjust the size so you're thick. Rotate. That sword will be enough to beat him, as he was pretty strong. Oh, sure. It's like the how hungry horse meme, right? Check expressions. Okay. The one thing is, she's got these little piercings on the top of her ear. Oh, also eyes need shiny. I forgot about eyes needing shiny. Hold on. Edit makeup. No, apply. Apply some shiny. Edit you. Adjust your size. try this again. Apply this. Edit you. Rotate. Edit one side, the right side. We're gonna move you there. Apply. Edit you. Move you. Move you kind of down here. And then we edit one side, edit the right side, move you over there. That's much better. Okay. Pardon me. Now, I just really wish I wonder if I could maybe I could use the fact that it's got layers on the pink and blue to my advantage. Let's see, what color are your piercings there? Kind of go with a white then. Adjust the size, rotate you like this, and then move you. Oh. Perfect, actually. So if we just rotate you, adjust the size a little more. Okay, now we just need to change the layering so that you are below the pink but above the blue. What a meme. I haven't checked it out yet, sorry. I am still trying to get Okamira's ear piercings. That's not quite right. That doesn't quite do it. Can I get something else then? Does something else work? The piercings seem like a kind of a thing. But it doesn't seem like I can quite make them work, unfortunately. Let's work on her wig right now. Because she's got kind of a lot going on here too, frankly, which is great. Bangs. She's got long side bits, but like also a middle bang part. Not quite that. Similar to that, but a little shorter on the front. A little shorter on the front. Da, 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 da. Side bang. Side part, but middle bangs. Oh, here we go. The sides aren't very long. Okay, but the back, I thought I saw this. Bam. You've got the side tied ribbons there, but also the longer back, which I think is as close as we're gonna get. That's a little too bunny. Yeah, this is about it. So also cowlick. You've got a heart-shaped ahoge, which I can't. They don't have here. I'll just give you a very large ahoge. No, we'll do that. Those eyes are very detailed. They are very detailed, and I'm kind of glad they came across. The cat ears are very nicely done. Well, thank you. I wanted to capture the floofiness, but also that gradient. Speaking of gradient, here's where it's going to be easiest to get her blue into pink transition. Right? It's the other way around? It kind of is, isn't it? Like this. I kind of want the blue to be like that. Then the hair accessory color, what should that be? What are her hair ties? They're white, aren't they? Yeah, that'll do. I think this is about it. Like, we've got the, blue's a little dark. It kind of is a little dark. You know what? Let's just, bring it back a little. Like that, right? I hope she likes it, because this was quite a bit of work. I'm very pleased with the end result, particularly the eyes. The eyes actually really bring this together. They're like, oh yeah, that's Mira for sure. That's Okamira for sure. But man, that was a good amount of work. After a couple of people that were, you know, I could knock 3 of them out in an hour, you come along and humble me. I am humbled to be in your presence. There she be. Look at her go. All right. Over here. And then we're gonna go, bam, shout out to Okamira. The hair should be a bit shorter. Hold on. No, it should not. It should be a little fluffier, but these are the only side-tied, the only side-tied hair I have. I would like for a little more volume in the bottom, but, no, that's not it. Yeah, this is what we've got. But there we go. That's Okamira. All right. Next up. The picture cut off. Yeah, it did. And I realized that. Next up, we have Knuckles. Next up, we have Knuckles, who will be our Dark Lord for this game. Oopsie. No. All right. Oh, yeah. Knuckles does seem pretty simple also. I mean, relative to Okamira with those eyes, yeah, no. And I don't mind a little simplicity. Sometimes simplicity works. It is a cool art style, though. I agree. So let's see. Let's add some me characters, create from scratch. yellow shirt. Your face is going to be very round. Your skin tone, a little more... That seems a little more ashen than any of these. Your eyebrows are going to be this. The hair color is gray. I don't plan to. I'm gonna give him a more accurate skin tone in the makeup. Don't worry. That is something I would like to avoid. Now let's see. Let's go back to... Oh, that's not a good spot for him right now, is it? Here you go, Knucks. Bam. There you are. Let me scroll up to where Knuckles is at in my notifications. Da-da-da-da. Let's see. Mouth-wise, you've got kind of a... Da-da-da-da. Pardon me. Close this. Close you. Bop, bop. Okay, that's your eyebrows. Eyes, I'm probably going to also go in... I'm just going in with all these guys and doing, you know, their eyes special. So let's just, bam. Adjust your size. Widen you out. Because you're mostly eyes. Nose, let's see. Looking at their other stuff. Just kind of that. I'll add like a little suggestion line on the face itself. You know how long you've been waiting for this? Oh, you won a game of Balatro? Let's see what. You know what? You are a very cartoonish caricature. Let's see. Actually, yeah, let's go based on this. You look scary and hollow right now. I trust you. We will get to the point where you're not. Let's give you your pulled back ponytail with the bangs. Kind of like this. Yeah. Kind of like that. Da-da-da-da. You don't even understand, bro. So you've played this game for nearly 400 hours, your second time ever winning. I'm aware that Balatro is a very difficult game. So that makes sense. And awesome, dude. All that work is paying off. That is fun to see. Nope. K-N-U-C-K-L-E-S. Knuckles. Is there anything more I can add? There's no, I only have two. I can't exactly fit art in there, can I? Alright. Next up, we've put makeup all over Knuckles. Eyes are the first to go. Wish you could have been streaming this. The one time you succeed, that could have been cool. But the good news is you won. And that's pretty darn cool. Alright. Let's see. How do I exactly go about... Okay, thought. Change your color. You're going to be white. Adjust the size. Very large. adjust the size. We're going to shorten you. Also, your eyebrows have got to move up on your body, don't they? Edit the me. Eyebrows. Rotate. Outward. Upward. Done. Broseph is an artist? Well, didn't you already know that? I did, after all, make my own VTuber model. This is my handiwork. Okay, now we edit you, adjust the size, move you, get a little wider. Okay, change the color. Bam. Okay. If I had money for the stuff like this, I'd pay you for your Live 2D subscription. Well, thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, at least. I am not currently taking commissions, and if I were, I would. Right now, the price of commissions, if I were to do them, would be the price of a subscription to Live 2D, frankly. If you could pay for my year's subscription to Live 2D, I'd make you a model. Why not? I mean, PNG YouTubers are just fine. They are equally valid as virtual YouTubers. Alright. Next up, let's do the lash area. Give you that nice, thick, cartoony outline on the actually, no. Nah, VTubers are more effort and intensive and expensive. They are indeed. But that doesn't make them more valid than the other option. The other option's just fine, perfectly valid. Alright, Knuckles. Also, I want to formally apologize on... I keep, for whatever reason, every time I've updated the thing, I have confused Knuckles by forgetting to add their information to the sheet, which is... I've added it to the sheet. I just haven't updated the thing. It's a whole thing, and I apologize formally now for it, Nux. Let's rotate you like this. Oh, also, before anything else further happens, foundation. Let's give you... Start with that, maybe? Slightly desaturated. That's actually pretty close, by my reckoning. A little darker? Yeah, that's approximately correct. A little darker. Yeah. Like that, perhaps? Anyway, I think I'm going to sit with that and see how I feel about that. Because, yeah, I don't want to make people the wrong color. That makes some people a little touchy on the subject. A little wider. It was difficult to tell from Knuckles' profile, frankly. What I have eventually come to... It was difficult to tell from their profile. I have found it might be if you're if you're in the VOD or whatever, please sound off for me, Nux. But I'm pretty sure Knuckles is male. That was the best I could surmise from surveying their account. Also, this is one of the few people here that isn't actually a streamer. They're an artist. So I won't be able to shout them out on Twitch here. But I will certainly still tag you in the end of stream tweet. Okay, so we're going to apply now this. Edit this guy, rotate, invert. Like, adjust the size. I don't know, man, this shit's complicated. Yeah, kinda. I did my level best to do a little research on everybody I'm doing. A little bit of looking into their account. To vet them as like, do I actually recommend this person? Can I comfortably shout them out? But on some level you can't really do that. It's difficult to do in depth because something's always going to slip through the cracks, you know? All right. Now, let's get your eyeball. Oh wait, lower line. Edit. No, apply. This. Edit you a little larger and kind of in the middle here. Okay, now we will apply to the eyeball itself. Simple circles. Edit just the size. Adjust the size of you. A couple ticks smaller. Change your color to that kind of... I'm gonna alter this to be a little more teal and a little more gray. I think that's about right. Now let's get that shadow you've got over your eye there just for a little bit of interest in shading, I think. Give your eyeballs... your eyeballs take up a lot of space. Edit, make, no, apply... This guy, we rotate him, get rotated, very large, inward and upward, a little larger, a little shorter and a little wider. Okay, now we change the color. We're gonna pull back. There we go. And then apply one more thing, just a little shine. Just the size. Rotate like this. Make it a little smaller. And then we'll just edit the right side now. Move it like this. There we go. There we go. Next up, let's get on your face here. Sticker, let's give you some of this nose implying shading, shall we? Begin implying your nose a little more properly. Rotate you. Adjust the size a little longer. Nah. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. This is going to be very closely based on this. Edit, bam, delete that. We're gonna move you. Adjust the size a little less long. The size a little less long. I'm gonna edit this. Okay. Next up, let's try getting a wig that gives us long ponytail, kind of down the bottom. How wispy is it? How well put together is it? It's fairly tight, all things considered. That's actually more like it. What color is your hair tie? Is that pink? That looks pink. Yeah, it's a pink hair tie you got there. And now for your front bangs, necks. Hold on. Da-da-da. Okay, your front bangs here. You've got some side bang stuff going on. Not quite that. You kind of got more side locks, but that's fairly similar. Not quite that. That might be it. Also, cartoonishly large cowlick. Cartoonishly large cowlick. Change the color. The accessory is going to be... What's up? What's up, Face Melter? We back? What ponytail? I was working on the front there. Is there a ponytail with more side, maybe? It's not out the top. It's not a top ponytail. It's not that. It was there the whole time. You were here the whole time? It's not quite that. Not quite that. Also, color-wise, hair tip. Yeah, it's a low ponytail. That's da-da-da-da. Is this Knuckles? I think this might be what I do for Knuckles. What do you guys think? Hair color, it does seem a little off. What color is that? I am slightly colorblind. Is that pink? That's a pink, isn't it? That's like a very light pink. I am actually ever so slightly colorblind. What color precisely is that? Hair color is completely off. Okay, hold on. It is reddish, isn't it? Hold on. Let me just. I'm gonna pull this into the thing. No, I'm not gonna save. Don't save. Da 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 da. Here's what I'll do. Oh, hold on. It's a lighting thing. Oh, it's totally a lighting thing. Hold on. So down here it's like 100% gray, but up toward the top, it's a kind of a reddish. Yeah, I see that. I was looking at the bottom of the ponytail and seeing kind of the gray it transitions into. It's just the tips that are gray. Are all the tips gray? Hair color. Let's go. Now it's not. This isn't the red I'm going to go for perfectly. Let's desaturate and darken. Like that. Is this? Like that? A bit more saturation? Da-da-da-da. How about that? How does that strike your eyes? Getting closer? I am not. This is not my strongest suit. Okay, are we closer now? Is this it? I feel like this is a little darker. A little less saturated, maybe. Like this? Can I trust your eyeballs more than mine? Also, the hair tie thingy. Now it's decently close. Let's make it stand out a little more. That's good. Here we've got Knuckles. Here we have Knuckles. That's as close as we can get. Surprisingly a little tricky. But we got it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 done. Okay. Next one. We being used as singular, me or I has never been done. Something along those lines. Next up. Next up's gonna be an odd one. Here we have Heron Club Dog. Here we have Heron Club Dog. Is this what is this? Is this Helldivers? What I'm not sure which game this is. But we got ourselves a fellow helmet bro. Don't worry about it. It's Dark Souls? No, that can't be Dark Souls. that died. This isn't who Super Citizen. Is that a level in Dark? And that's not a Dark Souls. I know Dark Souls. This is probably a shooter of some kind, Anthem or Apex or Destiny or something. I don't know. Or regardless, this is going to be a little tricky because the reference they gave me that they use as their PNG, it's but the blood reminds me of it. Oh, sure. He might have a Dark Soul. He might. That with that much blood. No. Okay. And then left. No. Okay. The problem is, I love the idea of making another helmet, bro, but this is kind of a difficult to see through, so I'm going to have to approximate quite a bit. And also, I'm going to have to guesstimate how the top of your helmet goes. But this is the reference you gave me, Heron. So we're working with that. And the realistic rendering, yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. It'll be tricky. But we'll see. So, add me characters. Create from scratch. Creating from scratch a male. Let's see. Now let's take a peek at your. This will be another fun, unique challenge. Why isn't he the Dark Lord? Because he wanted to be a knight. He said he either wanted to be the king or one of the guards. I let them decide what they wanted to be. So, here's the thing. We're gonna make you bald. You are bald, so we can make you into a thing. Eyebrows, you ain't got none. We're not doing eyebrows. Eyeballs. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but because we're covering them up. Only thing that matters is that your nose is that one. Mouth. And once again, we are doing. You know what? That's very fair. Yeah. So. Heron. I cannot fit your full thing because you don't have 4 letters in your last name there. That the Dark Lord that Dark Lord, all of us, is yours truly. You perhaps fit the bill a little better. Alright, so now, let us, Heron. This is going to be unique. Okay, so first off, we're going to start by giving you, as a foundation, a good gray. Like a that gray. You know what? I think your nose might actually come up to about where your nose is. Bam. So it looks like Heron. Let's. Mask is going to be a big thing. You seem to have a visor in it. We gotta rotate you 90 degrees. adjust the size so that it's large. I'm gonna move you up here. I'm gonna rotate you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We're gonna also edit this. Delete that. Rotate 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, we're going to move over here. Gonna move this one a little bit closer. I'll see you in a bit, Jay. Okay. Next up, add maybe this. So, for the sake of right now, I'm gonna change your color to white. We're gonna rotate you 180 degrees, and we're gonna adjust your size wide but short. What if I just kind of what if I just kind of edit this, rotate. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Rotate you. Aha! Okay, what if we... Oh. I kind of need that to take up more space. Okay, other... We're gonna delete that one. We're gonna apply... What should we apply here? This guy. Perhaps that one. Edit you. Gonna rotate you. Let's change you to white so I can, for the sake of visibility, rotate. And then this. This. Adjust size. Let's make you longer. That's a little bit more like it. So if I can change you to black, duplicate you, rotate, bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then move you to the far opposite side. Let's adjust the side. No, rotate. Move you down here-ish. No. Adjust size, make you thinner. Like, make you thinner again. But this is gonna be so cursed. That's why it'll be fun. It'll be very fun. Okay, next up is he's got what seems to be Am I tripping, or is this Miitopia audio doubled? It might be doubled. Hold on. Boom. Better? Better? Has it been doubled the whole time? That would have sucked. Apologies. If it was doubled the whole time, I didn't mean that. I had it. It was a thing. Next up. Let's edit this to, I believe this is going to be gold. Adjust this color to be kind of a gold. So it goes like that. Adjust the size. That is better. I can't tell. I just realized after I came back from a drink. Yeah, I think I may have had it. Yeah, that may have been a mistake on my part. I forgot to change. I had something changed, forgot to change it back. Oh, what can you do about it? Fix it and then move on. Really, that's all I can do. I think this is gold. Apply another sticker here. Move down. Change the color to this kind of gold. Wait, did you do Vol Audacity as well? I have not done Vol yet. Vol is kind of toward the end of the list because I am operating on a first come, first serve basis. Oh, hold on. Did I miss the context? Alright, you're going to practice some more Pizza Tower in the background? Alright, you have fun with that, Vol. Have some fun. Let's see. Let's get your blush on. Give you this contouring. Kind of contour that shape there. And then further contour the shape. I will suffer practicing those P ranks. Just glad I don't have to beat the game in less than 4 hours in P rank at all at the same time. That's an achievement. I have not played Pizza Tower, actually. I would like to. It seems quite good and quite fun. And I have heard the music is good, but I haven't listened to any of it because, again, I didn't want to spoil it. Let's do something like this. Adjust the size. Make it real long. Okay. Edit you. Let's rotate you, actually. Rotate. Kind of get that. You got put off of Pizza Tower because the controls were really goofy for you specifically. Oh, really? How so? I can't see what is on... Oh, hold on. I think it might have been a bug. Huh. Odd. Alright, so let's... Actually, I'm going to, on the mask portion, I'm going to apply a bit of a shine. edit will make this change color. You are white. Adjust the size. You're going to be long and skinny. And rotate. You're going to avoid the nose. Bam. Move you up a little. Rotate you ever so. Move you down. And then there's your visor shine. I might actually add another little bit to the top there. Apply. You know what? Let's do another one just like this. But edit. We're going to take you, rotate you the other way. Adjust the size so you're smaller and fatter. Rotate like this. Yeah. All the buttons were mixed up, so both you and your brother thought that the control was broken. Huh. Could you not remap them? Could you not remap the controls? Oh, hold on. I might add a bunch more shine to the various bits. Also, it looks like there might be a little... Couldn't find that in the settings. Huh. Weird. Edit you, move you down. So there's a little triangular bit here. Nope, little shorter. Adjust size a little shorter. Now, what color are you, buddy? Is that just another gold bit? Huh. Again, this is not the highest highest quality JPEG you could be using as your PNG. No judgment, obviously. But it's a little difficult to make a me from. It's a fun challenge, though, so at least there's that. Let's try and get your ear horn things done here, friend. Do we have a trapezoid of some kind? Yes, we do. We have this guy. Let's move you over here. Let's rotate you 90 degrees the other direction. It's probably numero uno since I'm terrible at looking at menus. Adjust the size. Rotate. Move up. Change your color to be that kind of gold we've been using. Now, apply Same reason you were put off from Skyrim. Ah. Hold on. Attention span is so bad that I got bored looking for one setting. Ah. Okay, so we rotate. No. Adjust the size. Adjust the size. Skyrim's one of those games that, like, it's one of those games, you know? It's kind of a big and important game that I'm curious to have played at some point. I am curious. Is it for me? Odds are probably not. But I still think I would like to give it a shot at some point. Alright, now next we go for the earblade things. Now the question is, let's rotate you this way, let's move you all the way out, and then the size. I think every social media forcefully pushing TikTok. Yeah, I am very against the TikTokification of platforms, frankly. That's part of the reason I'm... Is it controversial to say that I'm kind of glad America's banning it because that means other sites might stop trying to become it? Also, yeah, the national security, whatever. It's like China spyware, whatever. But more than anything, I'm just like, can we get the kids off the TikToks? You're glad it's getting banned in the US, hope it gets banned everywhere? You know what? I'm with you there. Not just because I'm an angry old man who yells at clouds, but because... Actually, no. If that's what it means, I absolutely will admit to being that. But frankly, my dear, I don't really care. Okay. You are a silvery gray color. Change your color. And then this one, edit, change color. Let's get you. Like, honestly, that's the reason I am morally... I am actually just the opposite of an angry old man. I have the attitude of one sometimes, though. But, that's why I'm not doing YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts are just the TikTokification of YouTube when YouTube does not need to be TikTokified. You know? I don't want to make YouTube Shorts. Sure, it's good for growth and algorithm or something, but I kind of don't care. If I must engage with that to grow, then I would rather not grow, frankly. Oh, I should. Okay. Move you up here. Rotate. Rotate. Okay. That is one of his horn things done. I'm glad you aren't, and I thank you for it. Well, good. Glad to see my decision to suboptimally play the algorithm is getting respect. Was the Jacksepticeye who said that he misses old YouTube, where everything wasn't about the growth and money. It sounds like a Jacksepticeye thing to say. 1, 2. And you know what? I'm there with them. Okay, rotate you. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's move you all the way over here. Alright, now all of the horn bits. Rotate. Bop. You go here-ish. Rotate. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam, bam. I miss the old days, even though you start using the platform right at the end of that era. Was either him or Dan TDM? I mean, they sound like, I think they're the kind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're the kind of people who'd have the same opinion on that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Invert. Move. And then finally you. Rotate. 1, 2. 1, 2. Invert. Move you. Alright, so let's start with you. Move you to that, right about there. And move you, click. Then we move you right about there. Lovely, lovely. Da-da-da-da. Spent so many hours watching Dan TDM with Dr. Treyoris, or whoever he's, I don't know. I never watched much Dan TDM because Minecraft isn't quite my bag. Alright, so now, Heron, let's get your finer details done. This is, okay. Let's get some shine and shadow on your helmet bits. The villager doctor guy. Again, that doesn't really help because I never watched anything Dan TDM. Edit makeup. Change the color. You are white now. Let's move you kind of out here where I want to use. Rotate. Adjust your size. Make you wide and thick and wide and thick. Nah, less thick. You've got little kind of wing things on the bottom corner of your chin there. YouTube is a big place. Like, obviously, Dan TDM was one of those big guys early on, right? So I am aware of him. I'm aware of, like, some of his... Well, the fact that he exists. You know? Let's edit you, move you down. It's just he never had, his content was not something that seems to appeal to me. Rotate. Just because, again, I don't care about Minecraft, really. Let's make you 1 titch darker. Oh, hold on. I made you too tiny. Oh, I did see him with the whole, when he weighed in on the whole Lunchly thing, right? Is that what you're referring to? Invert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, obviously, if you're selling something, you do want to make money off of it. But the point should be to provide a cool and fun product your audience wants, not just the soulless acquisition of funds. Alright. Mask, let's get some of your... some of this. How do I... Okay, let's apply a line. Edit you. Change your color. Rotate you, what, 90? Adjust the size. Make you flat. But yeah, I saw that Dan TDM did the whole, like, response to Lunchly thing, and then, like, KSI was, like, super peeved about it, and wanted to start beef, but, like, couldn't. Which Dan's the bigger man for just not responding. Let's edit you, move you, and move you down. Let's rotate you like this. Adjust the size. Adjust the size. Edit you, change your color to be... I rather like that. Let's move you over here. Rotate. Adjust the size, make you taller? No. No, just make you like this. We'll rotate you the other direction, like this, and then we'll move you down to the other side. Rotate. Rotate. Okay. The YouTube economizing, particularly aimed at children, is so bizarre and unsettling. I agree with that. I'd love a fresh start. It would be beneficial for the entire platform. The thing is, the truly fresh start on YouTube would mean to nuke everybody's content, and nobody wants to deal with that. Rotate 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The thing about like kids content and YouTube is that like kids are the prime like customers to get into your product, you know? They're like, if you want to get people into your product and ecosystem, target children, which is gross and disgusting as a practice, but it's what people do. Let's edit you. No, duplicate and then edit that. Move you, rotate. I don't watch much YouTube anymore. I think I really only watch like 3 or 4 people and listen to music. You know what? That's fine. I've got videos on YouTube, but like, but yeah, I get it. Like, YouTube has a different purpose for different people. But like, now that they're trying to aim for the TikTokification of things, the goal is to get their users to spend all of their watch time infinitely scrolling, which is just, you please no. You know? Just watch Broseph and your online friends. Well, I appreciate that you give me that I'm a priority for you, Jay. Just feels so different, and the shorts are just horrible for you and your ADHD. They are profiting from your ADHD. They don't want to fix your ADHD because it makes them money. They don't want to do things that are good for your health because it means they get less cold, hard cash. And that is horrendous. That's why I'm not doing shorts. I disagree with them in principle. Edit you. Shorts are just awful, pardon your French. I agree with that sentiment word for word. I just don't care to use those words. I'm not a fan of using that language. But just know that I feel the exact same way. And also vertical video format. I just hate vertical video format in general. And the fact that the TikTokification of websites also means the incessant pushing of vertical video is just the biggest gross possible. Let's actually make you... Alright. Yep. I understand you're using words to express how much you despise it, and those words express how much I despise it too. It's just I'm not going to use those words. Alright, now for the fun part of Heron's design. Changing the color. Rotate. Yes, we are keeping it PG here, Widow J, I say, as I liberally apply blood splatter to Hair and Club Dog's mask. What if I made you slightly transparent? E10 plus. We'll go with that. We'll go with that, Father Evan. We'll move you. Adjust your size, make you skinny. Now let's do one of these on the other side. Rotate, invert. And then sticker. We'll move you up here. Oh, I okay. I think that's it. I think this is it. I think this is Hair and Club Dog. That's... I think this is it. This is all I can... This is pretty much what I can determine from, this image. I could also put the letters in front of his face, but I don't think we're going to do that today. But yeah. Let me just... I'm going to shout out the dude. Just checking what his Twitch is. I think it's just what's written there. Right? Yep, there it is. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, that is Helldivers. That is Helldivers. Okay, that's what I thought. The wings on that helmet are actually ever so slightly off. I've actually gone to his channel to take a peek at his thing so I could shout him out. But first, edit, not the me. Let's other mask. What would be the best way to go about that? It might just be this guy. Adjust size. rotate, adjust size, make you thicker and shorter. Oh man. Okay. Gonna take you, rotate, bam. 3. 1, 2, 3. Move you to the other side. Move you. Oh. Edit. Da, 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 da. You know what? I might just delete. Edit. Da, 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 da. Do your hospital appointment. You're going to go to sleep now. All right then, Jay. Thank you for showing up. Have a good sleep, and I hope your appointment goes well, buddy. Have a good one. Size shorter. Find some way to kind of approximate his helmet horn things. You know what? That might just be it. Rotate. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now move you all the way to this side. Which one are you? There you are. Move you over 1. Move you over 1. Okay. Anyway, I was in the middle of shouting out a guy. Shout out. Nope. Control V. Bam. Boom. Yes? Yes. There's the guy. That's what I've got for you, buddy. All right. Do I have time for one more? I think that I do. But there's Heron Club Dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will put me on par with the last time when I did 7 also. And who is next? Ah, yes. Here we have... Put you away. Here we have Django of the Dunes. Come here. Here we have Django of the Dunes. You know what? I'm just... Come on, buddy. Look at that fella. Look at this guy. This is a pretty cool design. Fortunately, this game actually has a genie character. So I kind of pitched it to him like, hey, the party's full. You want to be like the genie? Because there's a genie. So yeah. This is Django. Let me just transform, edit this so that I can crop the color palette out. No, the left has to get cropped. Bop. There. There we go. Meet Django, who will be our final contestant for today. Add me characters, create from scratch. Bop. Male. Yes, please. Bum. Alright. Now pulling up my reference personally. Okay, so you have a little beard. Okay, let's start with at the top. Skin color, you are a very kind of golden tan. Alright, you get ready to hit the hay. Have a nice rest of the stream. Alright, Vol, thank you for popping up. I didn't get you today because you're kind of late in the list. Next time I stream this, I'll definitely get to you. But I do only have 3 people after Django. So I'll have to, like, drum up some more people. But yeah, thank you for being here. Face shape-wise, you have a very pointy. Perhaps a that? Perhaps a that. You have a very strong jawline. And also, I want to check your other expressions. Your other expressions are very serious. That's your smiley face. But your expression there is rather... You don't... There's no... Not a frown, but like very... Just kind of serious face. This is my serious face. Nose-wise, you have kind of a... Not that. That's not it. That ain't it. Perhaps something a little more like this. Yeah, perhaps something more like that. All good. Whenever you make the me is when you make it. Already more than thankful that you're doing it. It's a super cool idea. Well, thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part of it. It gives me something to do. A, it promotes you and gives you a little recognition. B, it gives me something to do that cross promotes. It's a win-win. I'm gonna continue with this. We're just gonna keep doing the thing where I build the eyes from scratch, because I think that's just better. Bop. You've got... looking at this. Yes, good night for now, Vol. Thank you for being here. I appreciate having you. Got kind of a more like this. And color-wise, let's do kind of a dark aqua green thing. Because you've got green hair here. I'm going to move your eyebrows just up a tidge. I'll probably end up moving them. Ba-ba. Perhaps that neutral expression. You've got a very, like, serious face and serious look about you. I also appreciate that you are a VTuber who's not afraid to have beard. But I will say, I think I might add the beard in post. Because there's not many good options for that here. Also, hair-wise, you've got big ponytail. Big flowy ponytail. Which I can't quite capture here. You will definitely need a wig, my friend. Ba-bum. Let's see, what variety of green is this hair? That's about it. That's the green. Or close enough. Da-da-da-da. D-J-A-N-G-O, Django. Also, what color should I make your clothing? Let's go with a purple. Let's go with... There's that gold, but I think the purple's kind of the more primary thing in your kind of upper vest area anyway. But outside of that, I think that's... Perhaps the beard is... I think the eyebrows might actually be brown here, which is more similar to what the beard is. Is this the right face shape? That's not quite. It's not that. It's variety. Also, the eyes aren't quite. Taking a second look at this. A little higher. Or maybe the nose and mouth are a little lower. But eyeballs. One small. Let's see. That's about. I think that might be about it. Eyebrows, we're going to move you up one. And then we'll play it from there. Okay, Django. Let's get you in the stylist chair, shall we? Let's start with the makeup. You don't have a cowlick, do you? I can't see under your hat. No, come on. Yeah, you're wearing kind of a turban cap thing crown, and I can't quite see whether you have a cowlick, so I'll just assume not. But you have big ponytail. This is the flowiest and thickest the ponytails get. Yeah, this is the biggest and thickest the ponytails get, so I'm going to give you that. Bangs-wise, you've got fairly standard frilly and messy. That looks almost right. You need more side lock there. That could be okay. Not quite. That might be closer, but honestly, I'm just going to give you something fairly reserved for now. So that... Yeah, I'll give you something fairly reserved for now. So that I can come back and get you later. But hair color... Let's darken it ever so slightly for the variation. But now let's get to your eyeballs there, Django. Your eyes are gonna be... Let's just kind of go fairly standard there. Let's see. Ooh, your PFP gives me a better view of your eyes there, friend. You also got little earrings, don't you? Interesting. Maybe I'll see what I can do. You don't have anything hyper complex going on with your eyes, which is, that's appreciated. After a couple of weird ones, Someone with a fairly normal face. I'll take a fairly normal face. We will edit, adjust the size. We'll make this white. Make it wider than it is tall. We'll move it in like this. Da, da, da. Let's let's rotate in ever so slightly. Do. Da. Okay, gonna open this image in a new tab and then okay, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna thin this out. Like this. You've got eyeliner on both sides, it seems. So we'll do this. Apply the makeup for the eyelashes. Let's... Okay. Just kind of figuring out... What is with the light bulb thing there? Take this, make it wide. Rotate. We'll make you wide again. Move this. Okay, and now we'll do a similar thing, but thicker for the top, I think. Edit you, adjust size to make you wide, rotate you like this. Da-da-da. Let's now apply this little corner thing here to thicken up the tips of your eyebrows. Like right here, or the eyelashes here. Adjust the size, make you thinner. Rotate. Alright, you've got these just lovely green eyes, sir. Let's bop, apply, do. Let's just go circles. Just go circles. What size of circles? A little smaller than that. And then these will be green. Yes. Perhaps a more... No, it's a more consistent with your hair green. So what I'll do is I'll do that. I'll apply now this. change your color to be a brighter green. Adjust your size, make you smaller. Nah, we'll change your color to be the darker. Then adjust the undercolor to be a lighter. To be like that. Apply a new set of these. I'm gonna adjust you to make you the pupils. And how are your pupils structured? Pretty standard. Pretty normal. Alright. Adjust your size. You got. Give you plenty of room to see the lovely green. Now we just apply a little bit of shine. Not the sparkle. A little sparkle would probably fit too. Edit will move you, and then move, edit the right side like this. Alright, now let's continue with, let's go mask, no, sticker. Sticker goes on directly on the skin. Now we'll take this. I'm gonna move this down. Adjust the size. Change your color to be that kind of brown. All right, now we'll start giving you your little beard there. Nope, we're not done with the beard, buddy. Yes, other sticker. Let's apply. What would be the best thing to run under your chin here as the beard? Will this go wide enough? I could do this. Edit. Adjust the size. Now let's go like this. Yeah! Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I think. I think. And therefore, I am gonna do it. Let's change your color to be that brown. Duplicate you, rotate, invert, and then just move you there. And then let's just apply a little trapezoid to your chin there. Edit this guy, change your color to be that brown. Adjust. We'll rotate you first to 120 degrees. 180 degrees, my bad. Down here, adjust the size. We make you short and wide. So that, adjust size, let's thicken you up a little. But enough to Yeah. Let's move you up a tick. Adjust the size. Let's make you a little shorter, shall we? Nice. Now, to do the mouth. I feel like everything's a little low right now. Let's do this, and then make that lip. Edit. Change your color to be more closely associated with his skin tone. Adjust the size. You're fairly unexpressive is the thing. And not you is like in your thing, but like the way I've drawn you here. You've got a very pronounced brow. Maybe I should work a little bit on your brow line. Make your like forehead come down a little bit so there's a little more drama there. Also gonna give you apply. Change the layering. This goes below that. Also, this is a darker color. Adjust the size. Give you a little chin there. Okay, so now going on to the eyebrows. Let's give you... what would be the best way to do this? Because like your PNG gives you the very pronounced. Or actually, you know what? What if I just adjust your me specifically? Maybe I make them a more dramatic black. Maybe I... What if I just do that? How does that look? A little bit better, actually. What if I move it like this? What if I give you a different mouth? If I were to remove that actually kind of works. Now I just kind of need to change your hair, and you'll look more like yourself there, Django. Wig. Let's see. I had a bangs I thought looked all right. The thing about the bangs in this game is that there's like no, like, it's never messy enough. It's never messy enough for our VTuber anime character friends. But you know what? That's pretty close. Now, the back. Can I have... There aren't any more... No, that's wild man hair. This is good, but it's a little too clean. No. No. I guess what I had is the best. Yeah, what I have here is probably the best. I will change your hair accessory to be the little white thing of your hat. But I think that that's Django right there. Actually, no. I might adjust your skin tone slightly. Come to think of it, it's close. It's fairly close. Maybe if I just go here and tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 darker. Other nose color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Foundation. That might be slightly better. Okay, one more thing. I'm going to complete your sideburns here. Nope. Let's complete the sideburns. Other sticker, apply your... We're going to do one of these. Edit this fella. Move ya. We're going to adjust you to be taller and skinnier. And then rotate you one, 2 ticks that way. Adjust the size, make it just a teeny bit skinnier. Adjust the size again, make you a teeny bit skinnier again. Alright, now change the color to that brown. Let's rotate 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then move you all the way to this other side. Okay, I think that's a little thick on the sides for you to be your beard, isn't it? I know that the chin part ended up a little thick. Other stickers, edit. Let's adjust the size. Adjust the size. Actually, no, let's just delete so it's easier. Bam. Rotate. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Move you all the way to the other side. Maybe I can find a better chin bit of the beard so it doesn't get as thick on the sides. Apply, shall we say, this guy? Shall we edit him? Rotate you. Adjust the size, make you tall. Rotate. Let's actually delete that one. Edit you. Let's actually rotate you the other direction. Adjust the size a little shorter, I think. want to have no seams. I don't like when there's like visible seams between them. I don't like the visible seams. Change the color. I do like this as a setup better though. So let's actually delete you. Edit you. Duplicate, rotate, invert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Move you to the other side. Let's take you. Perfect. That works. That works. All right. So now let's pull up your Twitch channel, Django. Twitch.tv. Django of the Dunes. Ba-ba-bum. Now, boom, shout out. Django of the Dunes. There's our boy. There's the guy. And that's it. That's what we've got for today. I'm going to put away your reference here. So yeah, just to recap, we did Serendestrin. We did Pixel Bible Bites. We did KJ Styles. We did Okamira. We did Knuckles. We did Heron Club Dog. And we did Django of the Dunes. And I think they turned out fine. They turned out just fine. So let's hop over to the chatting screen real quick. Bop. I want to thank you all for showing up. This was a fun time. I still have plenty of room on my list. I've only got 3 left on my to-do list here. And I need more applications to fill the game out. At the very least, I want to fill out the castle and the stuff. Now I get there's some... I might end up assigning some, like the princess. That's going to be a bit of a difficult one to fill because it's a princess. And she's like the center of a love triangle, and I don't want that to be awkward for people. So maybe I'll just make it Princess Miku, you know? I've got Hatsune Miku in there. I might just do Princess Miku. So I've got 4 viewers right now. I think we can raid. I think, how many viewers do I have? Let me hold on. Broadcaster moderate. Yeah, we've got some people, and we got 4 viewers, it seems, here. So let's raid Hal, shall we? I think raid the Hal. Capitals. The Halcyon Ward, as long as he's not like ending stream, because that would be funny if it was ending stream. No. Oh, is no one connecting? He seems to be having some connection issues. It would be very funny if we raided him while he's having connection issues. I'm gonna raid Hal while he's having connection issues. That would be funny. Oh, there he is. He's back. He's back again. Okay, so he seems good. So let's raid Hal. And thank you all for watching. To those of you who were live in the chat, I appreciated having you. If you only ever lurked, I appreciate you lurking. And as for the people in VOD land, I will be highlighting this so that more people can see me make them as me's. So, thank you for being here and checking this out. And also thank you to all our lovely participants for taking part of this. And I look forward to finishing the rest of them. I won't be streaming on Twitch next week because that's Christmas. So to all of you guys in Twitch land, have a Merry Christmas and such. And until then, I'm going to hit you with the ending screen while we go raid Hal. Okay? Sound good? Okay, love you, bye.